Hundreds of people in the valley say they are hearing voices in their heads. And those voices are being transmitted by microwave or other methods.
Well, several viewers asked us to investigate what they call electronic harassment. KMIR 6's Angela Monroe joins us now with what she's discovered. Angela.
Electronic harassment, synthetic telepathy, voice-to-skull technology. Chances are you haven't heard of these terms, but after searching the internet, I found dozens of websites dedicated to the phenomenon and several Valley residents who say they're victims.
Hi, my name is Jessica.
Hi, my name is Brenda Barraquo.
Hello, my name is Nissim Lopez.
I'm John Akowicz.
Hi YouTube, this is Mark.
And I'm making this video what I think about the cops and the FBI. Recently it's come to my attention that I'm not the only person who is being persecuted or targeted, and that there's a group of individuals and they call themselves targeted individuals.
This has been going on for a long time, this stuff, and the government's been trying to hide it. And now they're trying to make it look like everything's a disease and they don't know what's happening, which is a very big lie in the United States and maybe a few other countries.
Electronic harassment weapons used are directed energy weapons, lasers, high radio frequency energy beams, electromagnetic and microwave radiation waves, sound waves, etc. via cell phone towers, radio towers, and TV station satellites.
How much more can you invade me than to go into my brain? It sounds like somebody else is reading the book, only it's thoughts.
We're not having a group hallucination. This is actually something that's happening.
These men all live in the area, didn't know each other before the voices started, and say someone is playing mind games with them.
Mostly it's a lot of derogatory comments about whatever you're thinking about.
Only time I ever had a whole sentence, he said, "This is not about you," which just frosted me. If it's not about me.
I'm 37 years old. I am Cuban American, and today I'm here to talk about the phenomenon known as gang stalking, organized harassment, and neighborhood watch.
Much of the technology is used to track the activities of human rights activists, journalists, student leaders, minorities, trade union leaders, whistleblowers, and political opponents.
I'd like to talk to you today about nanotech, which is not nanotechnology. Nanotech are a family of organisms and parasites which are known as organic implants. These are used with mind control, direct energy weapons, electronic harassment, and other things along these lines. These have been around for years. Now they're starting to talk about Morgellons disease. When you have time, look up nanotech and look up Morgellons, organisms and parasites.
And I'm starting to realize I don't know if I'm being attacked by an elite group, so to speak. I just think I'm being targeted by a bunch of criminals.
I was living in the San Diego area. I was clerking for a federal judge, and I noticed that I was being followed by a whole bunch of people.
According to the websites, what Bond is describing is called gang stalking. He moved to Palm Springs to escape.
I started hearing, as you'll hear, hearing voices, and what they'll call voice-to-skull or microwave hearing.
Bob Stansfield says his experience was similar and started a decade ago.
They were active in following me around here, and I started hearing the voices a little bit after the vehicular stalking.
Basically, this is a psychological terrorism.
I'm not really sure. There's different reasons why they're targeted. A lot of them are political dissidents, and some of them are just being randomly chosen.
To destroy every aspect of a targeted individual's life by gang stalking, gaslighting, mobbing, and vandalism, leaving the targeted individual socially, emotionally, and financially devastated through systemic mind control and behavior modification.
They want to make you look like a pathological monster in the eyes of society.
what had happened to me, my testimony, is that someone, a group of people, a covert group, tried to blow me up at a church on 9/11.
A way to break you emotionally, psychologically. Who is behind this? Well, at least from my personal experience here in America, in the United States, we're talking about
Randall Ringer says the voices started when he was undergoing chemotherapy.
The first thing that was said was Randall Ringer. And I sat up straight and I went into the bathroom and I looked in the mirror. Looked myself in the eyes and I said, did that really happen?
Bond says he's found more than 300 victims locally and is tracking others across the state through billboards.
This is part 5. I think it's going to be my last video of I'm a Target.
It's terrorism.
And all of my stuff was, I lost all of my stuff. I lost my car, and I had people stalking and chasing me. I already went over this.
I guess he must have read the report or whatnot, and the police told him that they think I had some kind of phobia or something.
When it didn't work, they wanted me to be like a Manchurian candidate. When I actually escaped and I ran, these people had stalked me, chased me, and they threw me into a facility, the same facility that I was abducted and flown into and interrogated after my Egyptian tour.
They definitely will do their best to throw you in a psychiatric institution.
What is electronic harassment? If someone uses any electronic device to aid them in invading your person or property for the purpose of gathering information illegally or for the purpose of causing harm.
It is funny because when people think of the word terrorist, what they see in their mind is an Arab blowing himself up in a plane or in a bus or something like that.
In Johnson Valley, a Freedom House just opened to help people who believe they are being targeted.
To many of you who find yourselves the object of covert harassment, that there is hope and that you are not alone, and that we are striving to find legislation and we're working towards freedom for all.
Derek Robinson leads a national group called Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance. He says he knows who's playing mind games.
Rogue government officials that are sponsoring this, also corrupt business officials, and private citizens.
And he also told us how.
Most of it is delivered by microwave, and I believe it's satellite delivered, whether someone is on a remote location using a laptop.
They want to fabricate false evidence in order to throw you in jail.
By accusing a targeted individual of a high crime, law enforcement agencies are able to obtain court orders for a bogus investigation and 24/7 surveillance of a targeted individual, as well as justifying the law enforcement agency's invasion of the targeted individual's home and place of employment.
So I knew it was bull. I knew it was bogus, and I knew it was bull. And it just kind of, I even told the private investigator, I said, you know what? They're gonna tell you this. They're gonna sit there and tell you all kind of stuff when you know the police is a part of it or know something about it, they're gonna always say this. And that's what I told the private investigator. So, and I stood by that. And I wasn't gonna let these people try to make me look like I'm crazy or try to mess with my perception or try to, it's all in my head. It's not.
FBI counterintelligence programs such as the COINTELPRO, which was designed to infiltrate and destroy any public organizations that held beliefs different from those approved by the government.
Like I said, they want to break you emotionally and psychologically.
I just wanted to voice my opinion, and feel free to tell me what you think. Alright, thanks, bye.
So basically, I mean, gang stalking and organized harassment, however you call it, is a way of killing a person, pretty much. They might not kill your body physically, but they kill you emotionally and psychologically.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Bond says neurotransmitter chips that run off body electricity have been inserted into some people.
And they assign cell phone numbers to them. The cell phone numbers are then run through a computer, and a computer translates your thoughts. This crime has been available to the military for 60 years.
In December 26 of the year 2012, after being bombarded with psychological torture, like basically absolute devastation of my being on behalf of these intelligence agencies and the corrupt elements within law enforcement here in Miami, Florida.
But I just want to say that my gang stalking has calmed down tremendously, but it is still going on. It hasn't completely stopped. They just know that I'm figuring them out each day. They know that I'm really tackling them.
So I mean, it's a really horrible experience. I mean, I guess it depends on who you are, what strength do you have, if you have serious spiritual beliefs, what kind of foundation you stand on, etc.
But it's the police department in my area that I do not trust, and I believe they know something about this gang stalking and harassment.
But there are many forms of terrorism, pretty much, and I have undergone this kind of stuff. I've been harassed by intelligence agencies that operate freely here in the United States of America ever since early 2011.
These men have their own theories why they're being harassed.
I think that I was targeted because I'm gay.
I reported someone for selling what I thought they were selling drugs, and they were.
Nationwide, this crime is committed about 60% against white women ages from 30 to 38. But in Palm Springs, it's almost 98% gay men.
And all the people that cooperated with them, they wasted me. They destroyed me psychologically and emotionally until I ended up in a psychiatric institution on December 26th of 2012.
It does tend to occur more in populations of individuals who are marginalized or in some way stigmatized in society.
But these men disagree and say police and the psychiatric community need to take them seriously.
When I worked for the government, I heard a lot of people coming in saying, I'm hearing voices through my tube. Now I look back and I think, are they like I am now and I just didn't pay attention?
For them, the voices are a waking nightmare. And Kevin Bond told me they're working on a book project about electronic harassment and pitching the idea to DreamWorks. Back to you.